Road to the Show is the most popular game mode in MLB The Show by far. Some people might say it's Diamond Dynasty because it gets updated with content regularly throughout the year, but as far as the pure number of people that play the game modes, Road to the Show is by far and away the most popular game mode in the game. So naturally, every year people are going to want to know what's new with Road to the Show, what is going to be making the game mode better, and what is going to be continuing to push the game mode forward. So in this video, I'm going to give you guys some of the new features you need to know about for Road to the Show and MLB The Show 20. I was going to wait until the developer stream on Thursday that actually has more Road to the Show information, but if you take a look at the stream schedule for the next stream and you look at what the description says, it pretty much tells you all the things that we already know about. It just says, and more. So it's possible we get a couple more little tidbits of information on the stream tomorrow, but I think it's safe to go ahead and make this video now because I think we have everything we need to cover. I will have a franchise video tomorrow as well after the stream going over all the new additions to franchise mode, so if you guys are interested in that, make sure to subscribe, and if you guys want to keep up with all the new MLB The Show 20 news and information, this is definitely the place to be, so make sure you stick around and subscribe. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the Road to the Show news. By the way, most of this information does come from an IGN video. It's about 20 minutes long. Ramon sat down with Ryan McCaffrey and basically just talked about Road to the Show. We had some gameplay in there, so if you want to watch that whole video, I'll leave it linked down in the description. But the first big thing that I took from this video is they are really doubling down on the relationship feature, the skill tree where you get to choose your personality and then you do things in the locker room, and now this year on the field that helps build your relationship or rivalries with other players either on your team or in the league. I don't believe they added any new personality traits. I think it's still just Maverick, Heart and Soul, Captain, and I think the last one's like Lightning Rod or something like that. But basically the big difference with personality this year is that it's actually going to have an effect on the field. Last year it was cool to just like build relationships with your teammates, but it really didn't have that much of an impact on anything other than just doing something that's not on the diamond. This year there's actually a reason to do that. So if you take a look at this screen right here, this is your relationships with the other players on your team. You can see they have that progress bar, and a lot of these guys are listed as unfamiliar, and unfamiliar is the first of 3 in that bar. The middle section is friendly, and then the third section is bro. Yes, it's called bro. So basically the goal is you want to become bros with everybody, not just for like the teammate camaraderie of, being in the clubhouse, but you're actually going to be getting boosts in the field to your attributes based on who you're a bro with. So in this shot right here, you're a third baseman in Road to the Show, and this is a list of your teammates. The teammate they're highlighting right now is Tyler Alexander. You're listed as friendly with him, but then if you look at the top bar at the active boosts, when Tyler Alexander is on the mound, you're getting +1 to fielding and +1 to your reaction, and then you're also giving him a confidence boost. And right here with Cody Clemens, once again, you're friendly with him. When he's on the diamond, you're getting a fielding and a reaction boost, and then he is getting a reaction boost as well. So the more camaraderie you have with your teammates is actually going to affect your in-game attributes, and in theory could make your player a lot better. Because another thing to think about is, yeah, you have your relationship with your second baseman, and you have a relationship also with your first baseman and your shortstop and maybe your pitcher. All of those little boosts will add up to help increase your player's attributes, and sometimes a couple attribute points are going to be the difference between making the play and not making the play. So right here, this is one of the loading screens you can get when you're jumping into a game in Road to the Show, and it's going to give you a full overview of where all your boosts are coming from and going. So you can see as the third baseman, you've got a +5 to fielding, a +4 to reaction, and a +1 to arm accuracy, and that's based on your teammate camaraderie and morale with the guys that are on the field. But also remember, it helps out the other players on the field as well. In right field, Danny Woodrow has a relationship with you. He's getting +1 to his arm accuracy. The middle infielders, Cody Clemens and Alejandro Rodriguez, both are getting +1 reaction. The catcher is getting +1 to fielding. It looks like the pitcher is getting a -1 on confidence draining, so I'm not really sure why that would be the case, but either way, there's an effect on the field based off who you have relationships with. Next up, this didn't actually come from the IGN video. This came from the PlayStation video that was released with the little coach puppet thing. And this is just a look at the skill tree. It looks pretty much the same as it did in 19. I'm sure there's probably some new perks and stuff in the actual tree, but at the end of the day, it doesn't look like there's a ton of difference here. So one thing that's different about Road to the Show this year when it comes to actual gameplay is you're getting your boosts in real time. So he just took a ball, he got a vision upgrade right here in a 1-0 count. Here comes another pitch. That's a ball. He got a vision upgrade as well. So as you can see, right in real time, you don't have to wait until the at-bat is over. You get your upgrades. Right there, smacks a ball into center field. He got a contact upgrade as soon as he was running down the baseline. So everything is going to happen in real time like that, which is really cool. Personally, for me, it's not the most game-changing thing because really you were getting a lot of those as soon as the at-bat was over, or maybe after the pitch was over or something like that. It's just cool to see that it's actually happening in real time, but at the end of the day, it's not the most game-changing feature they're adding. So another thing they're going to be adding, it goes along with the relationships feature, is boosted at-bats. As you can see, the player comes up to the plate right here, and as he's walking up, he has a little symbol next to his name that says boosted at-bat with a contact, a lefty boost, and a clutch boost. The reason he has this is because one or maybe more of his bros or guys he's friendly with are on the bases. So this whole relationship feature doesn't just help you defensively, it actually helps you offensively too, because if the teammates you have good relationships with are getting on base, you're going to get a boost at the plate. So it looks like they're really doubling down on this relationships feature very hard. They want it to have a good in-game impact, and I think it's a really good idea. One of my biggest questions with it is, if a guy gets called up to the majors before you and then you get up to the majors, are you still going to have that camaraderie there, or are you going to have to, rebuild that relationship with that teammate? I hope it stays as it is, because, you don't forget about somebody when you get up to the major leagues. If you have a good relationship with them, you're still going to have it when you see them in the big leagues, possibly even better. One other question I have about relationships is, if you're a rival with another player, do you get in-game boosts based on that? So like, if you have a rivalry with a pitcher that's on another team and then you end up facing that pitcher, are you going to get boosted hitter stats, or is the pitcher going to get boosted pitching stats? I'm not sure if that was touched on or not, but I think that'd be another really cool feature. All right, the next thing to talk about is the dynamic challenges. So this is a feature they added in 19, and in 20 they're trying to make it a little bit more intelligent from the AI side of things. They really wanted the challenges to be more focused on opportunities that might change the outcome of a game. So in a late inning situation, when you have the tying run on base, or it's in the middle of the game when you're down by 4 and you have an opportunity to cut that lead down to 2 to kind of get your team back in the game. They wanted to put an emphasis on making these dynamic challenges smarter and more meaningful. And last year, as you completed the dynamic challenges, you got some attribute boosts, you got some gains, you got some ×2 on there. But this year, not only are you getting the upgrades to your base gains and maybe even like, ×2 boosts, but you can also get upgrades to your personality and your relationships. Once again, they're really hammering home this personality chart. And different opportunities will give you different boosts for each perk. So, some of these will give you lightning rod, some of these will give you maverick. It just depends on what you choose and what you're trying to rank up. One other thing Ramon said, which I thought was actually pretty cool, is when you're playing Road to the Show and you get one of these dynamic challenges, sometimes depending on the situation, you might even be able to get equipment for your players. So if you're in a big situation and you complete your dynamic challenge, you might have a chance to get maybe a bat or a glove. I don't know if the rarity is going to go all the way up to diamond or not. I feel like that would be kind of an easy way to farm diamond equipment so you wouldn't have to buy it on the market. But just the idea that they're giving you actual stuff you can use in game based off how you perform is a feature that I welcome. And as far as actual changes, that's pretty much all that was highlighted in the video. So Road to the Show, I think, is going to work relatively similar to last year, but with the added emphasis on these personality traits and the adjustment to dynamic challenges, Road to the Show still is getting some updates. And another thing to keep in mind, which is actually going to be really cool this year, is they are going to be having full minor league rosters in the game. So normally you have to kind of wait for the OSFM rosters to come out that you can download from the vault, and sometimes those could take up to like a month. But this year, all the minor leaguers are going to be in the game from day one. So I think that's going to help make Road to the Show a little bit more entertaining as well. The fact that you could play with Tim Tebow on your minor league team is going to be pretty cool. But as far as actual gameplay changes, that's pretty much all that was highlighted in the MLB The Show video. And like I said, on that stream schedule, those were the main things that they talked about. So I don't really see any other huge features coming to the game that they're going to reveal in the stream tomorrow. They'll probably have some, UI upgrades, and the character customization screen might look a little different and stuff like that. But as far as what Road to the Show is doing with gameplay, that's pretty much what we got from this IGN video. So down in the comments section, let me know what you guys think about the new Road to the Show features coming in for MLB The Show 20. Are you excited for this? this? Are you disappointed? What's your thoughts and opinions? Let me know down in the comment section. If there is any new information that does come out on the stream tomorrow that turns out to be really big for Road to the Show, I will go ahead and make a follow-up video. But remember, tomorrow is also going to be about franchise. I will have a video there too, so make sure to subscribe. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like if you did. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are excited for MLB The Show 20. I can't wait. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.